Self-improvement and productivity should be on everyone's mind. I mean, how else are you going to produce the best results that you can if you don't work on making yourself better? Improving the parts of you that are weak or not strong enough will make your overall being stronger and put you in a better position to achieve success or the goals that you set for yourself. In this video, I'm going to continue talking about Benjamin Franklin's 13 virtues and how they've helped me. And if they can help me, I'm sure they can help you too. Welcome guys, this is BM Lemba, and this is part 2 of 3 on Benjamin Franklin's 13 virtues. And before I continue, if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe, like, and share with your friends. In the previous video, I started talking about Benjamin Franklin's 13 virtues and how they've helped my life. If you haven't seen it yet, there should be a link up here in the top right corner, and I'll put a link in the description so that you can follow and read. And I'm sure if you practice the 13 virtues, or at least a version of them, they can help your life too. In the previous video, I talked about the first 4, and in this video, I'm going to talk about the next 4. Today's world is very materialistic. There's this need to be first with the latest technology or any latest piece of equipment. We change phones every year when something new comes up, even though it is not very different from what you already have. I am actually guilty of this one. I mean, they make trading so easy. But we need to fine-tune our lives and expenses that we get to spend less than we make or less than we earn. Save and invest as much as you can by all means necessary. But I know it's tough with everybody's commitments and responsibilities. It's actually made it a lot tougher to live a frugal life. Things are getting expensive here and there. We have more people that we take care of, or we have an extended list of things that we need to take care of or that our money needs to take care of. Sometimes it's hard to live such a life or a frugal life because we tend to feel like it's unfair to ourselves and the people around us to deny ourselves of the things that we want. And sometimes we secretly compare ourselves to others. We want to have things before anybody else has them. Or if they have something nice, we also want to have it. We don't know how they had it or how much they're spending and saving. We just get tangled up in that web, if I can use that analogy or statement. From life and living, you and I both know that's not a very ideal way of living. Our lives can be much better if we stop comparing ourselves to others, but only compare ourselves to the person we see in the mirror every time we look at it. And just a reminder, in most cases, getting to riches is not the hardest thing. The hardest thing is remaining rich. We have all heard of multiple stories of celebrity millionaires who became bankrupt. It's because they did not master the art of remaining rich. Spending less, living a frugal life will keep you up there. To remain rich, you have to preserve your worth. Frugality will help you be humble, whilst also teaching you about the value of money. Always remember, time is money. There is so much noise around us, but guard yourself to not get engulfed in it. Always be useful and occupied in something productive. Engage your time in such a way that you are always active or actively trying to achieve something meaningful. If you want to define the outlook of your life, you should always deliberately spend your time according to that which you want your life to look like. We all know that procrastination is the killer of our dreams, and it must be killed first in order to achieve our dreams. But again, I'm not saying a little social media or a little YouTube here and there will kill your dreams entirely. Actually, it might help you reset your mind. It might help you actually kind of freshen up so you can start again. I try to stay productive. I try by all means, but I know it's tough. In order for me to achieve productivity or to be more productive, I have learned how to set up my calendar in such a way that I have time blocks to be productive, time blocks that I need to achieve what I need to achieve. And then I have other time blocks where I can kind of rest or take a break. And it's in those breaks that I do whatever I want to do, that I look for that entertainment, that meaningless high, so I can reset my mind to go back and do more. I think the most important thing is that we should realize that time waits for no man. Time is impartial. Time is it's fair. It treats everybody the same and it never stops moving. You lose it, that's on you. Every time we fall off the wagon, we should find a way that to get back on it. Find a way that we can stay on track. Every time we derail, get back. Force yourself to get back. Give yourself a few minutes to maybe rest if you're too tired, but always get back and continue on your productivity journey. A good way to actually achieve this would be maybe to set up your calendar and reminders in such a way that the times when you think you'll be busy, the times when you think you've got more energy to work on things that you need to achieve, that time is blocked entirely. No disturbances, phones away. Do what you need to do. And the times for breaks, you can bring back all the noise to help you reset. Be always productive as much as possible, but don't have a burnout. Don't overwork yourself. Have some time to rest, relax, and enjoy life. At the same time, be productive. In our world today, we have deception everywhere. We're filled with it. It's all around us. Be it from the news, be it from social media, be it from politicians, friends, family, and in most cases, even from ourselves. We are constantly faced with deception that it makes it hard for us to be sincere. In order to be sincere or honest, we should not engage in gossip, spreading rumors, or being deceitful. We should always take time to think carefully before we say what we need to say, especially about others. And we should practice innocence and just in thinking and speech. But remember, innocent and just does not necessarily mean kindness. The truth, in most cases, is much more important than kindness. We all know the saying that the truth hurts and the truth shall set you free. Either way, we should practice being sincere and honest. Many times I fail, obviously, but many times I try to do better. Many times I try to work on my mistakes of yesterday. I will fail now, I'll fail in the future. But I should never stop trying to be more truthful, more sincere, and more honest every single day that I get. It is so easy to stray from the path, but always we should try to get back on the right path. Things will happen, things will get in our way, we get confused, we listen to people that we shouldn't listen to. But once we realize that we're straying off the right path, always try to get back. We live in the world where individualism and entitlement has become a norm in a way, but this should not stop us from examining ourselves and seeing how our actions impact others. We should always try to not cause harm to others. We don't want them to cause harm to ourselves, so why do it? I remember some time back when I got into a fight with a friend, but before I could react, I shared with somebody older, and they asked me one question that made me change my mind. Not just then, but I've used it for my life, through my life. The question they asked me was, if the tables were turned and you acted in the way that you want to act right now, would you be okay with that? Do you think it's a just and fair reaction or action towards what's happening right now? Would you accept it? And after thinking hard, I think I was going to be a little bit too harsh with my reaction. And I stopped right there, and till today, it's the same thing I ask every day. If I'm to react in such a way, or if I'm to act in such a way towards somebody, would I be okay if they do the same thing to me? If I'll be okay with it, then maybe it's justified. If I'm not, it's not. And we know, as the Bible says, do unto others as you would have them do unto you. We examine ourselves. If we accept our actions, if the tables were reversed, then maybe it's justified. But if we don't, then why proceed? Treat others as you'd love to be treated. Self-improvement is a never-ending process, and it is action-oriented. So we should live and practice it every single day that we live. Try to learn something new every day and commit it to your life. Use it when appropriate. We should remember to always try to be the best version of ourselves. We should always be better than we were yesterday. That is what development and improvement is. If we're worse off, then maybe we're doing something wrong. Benjamin Franklin had it figured out, and following his 13 virtues is a very good first step to becoming a better version of yourself. Live to be better. Catch me next time in my part 3 of 3 on Benjamin Franklin's 13 virtues. Thank you.